Hello there. I am playing Minecraft on creative mode, and I was doing what I'm doing now, and oddly found it pleasing, very just relaxing. Today was a bit strange for me, so I just, I really needed to relax, and I was just playing Minecraft, kind of not more of as a relaxation tool, but kind of like, and I gotta get stuff done for this creative world that I'm in. Um, so I'm just here doing what I'm doing, my little project, and this is gonna be a movie theater, if you can imagine that. You probably won't see it, the whole thing. Um, by the time I'm done editing and if I finished making the movie theater, I'll I'll put an image of the full thing at the end of this video. Um, but yeah, I uh, I honestly just thought this would be very relaxing. There might not be so much of me talking, rambling, I guess. Um, because I honestly found this like the breaking of dirt and everything relaxing. Like that's the relaxing part for me personally, and that's a shocking white when it's contrasted against the black. Um, so yeah, it's a checkered thing. Like right now, I'm just so relaxed that I am truly talking like from what the first thing on the top of my head. I'm not like you know focusing enough to to I guess keep a dialogue going. So this may just be mostly breaking dirt and placing it with white concrete and black concrete. Classic chest patterning, a smattering of pattering. I am truly, truly grateful for those who watched my B video so long ago by this point, back when Johnny Depp and his ex-wife were divorcing, and she was giving a, I don't know, like a testimony or something, to explain why she acted how she acted that day. That she was stressed out and that her dog stepped on a bee. I hope you don't hear that dog barking too much. I might have to cut all of this part out. Um, and I'm also wearing headphones, so I'm not sure how loud that dog truly is, or my voice is in actuality. I know part of ASMR is being relaxed, and I don't want you to strain your ears to hear me or to even focus on me. At least that's what I tend to do, even though you're supposed to let the voice be like a white noise um, and just kind of just be noise to comfort you, just like some type of background, so and so. Um, but yeah, and I'm also speaking too fast, too fast to really be any use for any ASMR. I'm just truly, this is going to be a terrible video. I have a friend out there who always wants me to make Minecraft videos, and I'm always like, no, they're going to be terrible. And already I could tell this is going to be terrible. And I don't want to see any comments or likes on this video because it is horrific and deserves only to be deleted ASAP because it is not ASMR. DOUOUMEAN. Oh wait, I forgot. No. DOUKNOWMEAN. Actually, that white is like hurting my eyes to look at. It really is like, maybe I should do like a different pattern, like black and red, like a checkers board instead of a chessboard. But maybe since like there's so much lighting here, I'm actually kind of like craning my back, so I have like horrible posture right now as I build this. Here in the shadow, the checkers doesn't look so bad. Maybe once the roof is over, it'll be better. And the roof's gonna be 8 foot high, I think. 8 blocks high, and so the light, the light sources that's going to be within the ceiling isn't going to quite be sufficient enough. So maybe the white checker pattern won't be so damning to look at. Wait one moment, please. Just checking my recording system. I don't want to record this for no reason. But yeah, or talk for no reason, should I say. But yeah, I'm gonna make some random noises now because that's a ASMR classic thing to do. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle. Shing, ding, shing, ding, shing, ding, shing, ding. Fool. 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 Penny, 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 penny fool, penny fool, penny fool. Penny dreary, penny dreary, penny dreary. Penny fool, penny fool, penny fool, penny fool. Penny dreary, penny dreary. Harpsicle, harpsicle, harpsicle. Harpsicle, 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 harpsicle. Needle ran, needle ran, needle ran, needle ran, needle ran, needle ran. Slim, slim bill, slim bill, slim bill, slim bill, slim bill. Dirt block, dirt block. Grass block. Stone block. What are like, I wonder if there's like words of like things in Minecraft that's like pleasant to hear, like sword. Like sword is like just brings the imagery of like violence to me. So like hearing the word sword isn't really pleasant. So how about egg? Well, when I think of egg, I think of something messy, something, the smell of it, even like the taste. So that's not so pleasant unless I'm hungry. Actually, for dinner, I had a steak and it was fantastic. A bit I like my, excuse me, that scared me. I got a notification. Um, I typically like my steaks well done, but I tried medium rare a while back, and it was fantastic. So now I've been getting them medium rare. Um, and so, they're good. But it was a little bit cooked, like too cooked on one of the edges. I don't know how it did it. Maybe it was like in a pan or I forgot the word for that typical kitchen appliance, or not even appliance, cooking service surface, should I say? And maybe it got like it was just like sitting on the edge of something, and it got crisp over time. Um, but yeah, it was still good. It was a good steak with onions and mushrooms, and I also had a before that I had a soup, 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 um, with my steak. Okay, maybe this line of conversation isn't so good since you should be going to bed or doing whatever you're doing. Be relaxed instead of being hungry, thanks to me. We can talk about, or I can ramble on about that dog that keeps barking in the background. A lot of this may have to be cut because of the damn dog. Damn dog. Damn dog. Damn dog. Damn, damn, damn. Damn, 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 damn. There has to be swearing ASMR, right? I'm gonna look that up afterwards. But if not, shit. Fuck. Well, okay. Now that I'm doing it, it sounds kind of dirty, so let me stop. Um, uh, I have some tea here in a tin uh, cup that I stole. Uh, so I'm gonna sip out of that. Pretty good. I like tea. I really love chai specifically. When I first had chai, here we are back to the food. When I first had chai, it was homemade by this lovely woman I knew, and she loved making like alcohol and just homebrew everything, coffee, tea. She grew stuff. Um, she fermented stuff by her own, and she was just incredible, like craftswoman, and she just knew so much about like plants. But she made me chai, and it was like the first time I had chai, and it was very powerful, very strong, very herbal. It was like it was more akin to medicine, which you know, thinking back at it, like how can I drink that stuff? But like it was very like especially like the chai today, like that I've been drinking, like where it's more sweet than not spicy. I guess like the right like word for chai. I mean, it is like a spice, really, when you think about it. But it was just the first time I had it, it was very herbally, and like I had like a few mason jars that she made for me, like three of them. I drank one with her out of a regular teacup, and she packaged me these three mason jars, and I took them home, and I drank them here and there. Eventually, the first jar I would sip out of here and there, The second one, I like sat down and watched a documentary, and it was like a 2 hour documentary, and I had one jar, the second one, and I was just like drinking out of it throughout the whole documentary, and I finished it. By the third jar, I like finished it with a meal. Um, like I drink half of it during the meal, and then the rest of it like after the meal. And it feels like I'm talking about my drug experience or something. Like, oh, first took me off it was like so, strong and blah 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 blah. But no, I'm just talking about chai. How funny is that? But yeah, I really like chai. Um, I'm not drinking that right now. I'm drinking like some horrible stuff that I have at the from the grocery store, and it does me well. It's something to drink. It's already pre-made. I don't have to brew it myself or steep it or anything like that. There's a car passing by with music that's loud. And I've noticed I've been drifting away from the mic to because my body is just used to being in a specific posture, and leaning forward like this is bad for me. But if I don't lean forward, it will be poor audio quality for the video, for the ASMR that I am quote unquote producing right now. Oh shoot. Um, ba- 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 ba. Ba- 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 ba. Usually people find like ASMR noises, like if you take out the context that it's ASMR, usually people hate the things. Like most things that ASMR people do are like pet peeves, like humming or like, well, I'll give some demonstrations, stuff like stuff like that. Not quite like that. I'm terrible at it, but other stuff like stuff like that, like clicking of the tongue. Like if you did that like in an elevator, or like you're like sitting in a room, like a waiting room or something, people will find that annoying. Like if you're at a restaurant or something, just like somewhere, people would like find what ASMR people do very annoying, like tapping on like glass or tabletops. Like that's annoying as heck, like ugh. So it's ironic that people find comfort in those things. Not to like criticize ASMR, of course, because I'm doing ASMR right now. So I'll be back talking my own craft, but like it's kind of funny how that works. Um, but yeah, whoa. I got a new pair of glasses today, and they're fantastic. Like they're perfectly fitted for me. The lenses are great. Like I hardly have to adjust to them. Um, and I don't know. I guess like these glasses are just making me feel so good that you can thank my new glasses for why I'm making a a Minecraft ASMR video right now. I guess technically it's just ASMR with a gaming background, kind of like how those old what's it called? Community channels. No, I forgot the term for it, but they're called content channels. No, they're called community controversy channels. Stuff like Leafy commentary channels. Okay, commentary, commentary, commentary channels. Um, how they talk about drama and then they have video game background. I guess I'm kind of blending that with this because like there's some ASMR videos where it's just like a still image or like a 5 second loop of whatever. And of course, there's like full body cam, um, like ASMR. ASMR like has really evolved over the year, and I'm actually liking that green and white pattern. It actually looks pretty good, but excuse me. And it's not really beneficial. Like it also depends what ASMR you're doing, because like some visual things can actually like trigger the ASMR, and I don't think Minecraft is one of those things. But um, but of course, I haven't really experimented with Minecraft. Like if you look at well, if you don't look at it, don't listen to me. I mean, listen to me, but don't follow my directions. But as I look at this grass on this block of dirt, I just like it's very pleasing to look at. Like Minecraft is such a simply designed game that it's not harsh to look at. Um, and like of course like coloring and like a lot of factors come when it comes to the human eye, like how we perceive things, like with lighting and how direct we're looking at the image. Like this actually right here, looking at it again, I'll describe it to you. Don't worry about looking at the screen if you don't like looking at the screen. But as I look diagonally at these squares, it's more visually gripping than if I were to turn it and look vertically at it. Vertically, it's more easier for the eyes to, in a sense, digest. Like you can look at it full on without truly like targeting anything really. But if you look at it diagonally, your eyes kind of like perceive more, and it's like it demands that you you look at it like your eyes have to do more work in a sense to absorb what it's looking at, especially with the white. Because now don't quote me. I think white reflects all light and black absorbs the light. So white. I'm saying white weirdly. White. I sound like Hank Hill. What do you mean? What are you? What is happening? White, white. Okay, enough. White is depending on like the the hue of it is a very demanding color to look at. Like, but then again, too much white kind of like just numbs the brain. Like just so much of it, your eyes slide off of it. But when it's contrasted against something else like black, white is more. It stands out more. Like it benefits from other colors. Um, I'm guessing. Well, not with coloring. Um, and by the way, I only have like a middle school art degree. I'm not like a college level art teacher or anything when it comes to like color theory. Um, but like from just life experience of what was I going to say? White is. Oh, not all colors truly contrast with each other. And I feel like I've been getting louder and louder. White doesn't really contrast with like every color. Brown, it kind of blends in with because you use white to make brown. So usually colors that would make each other, like say um, blue and yellow, would make green. Contrasting blue, green with blue is a bad idea. Yellow and green is a better idea, but it's also they can kind of like blend in with each other. Um, but if you like wanna, if you're talking about contrasting, so like red and blue are like a classic example. It's like you can't make red with blue. Um, you can make purple with red, and they kind of blend in with each other. You can make purple with blue, and it also kind of blends in with each other. And it all depends on the hue of it too. But generally, if a color makes another, it's not a good idea to match them up. If you're if you're trying to contrast them, if you're trying to make like colors like seamlessly transition to one another, then yes, you would want to mix red, blue, and purple all together with like shades um, like within those colors like violet, beige. No, not really beige. Because blue and purple are not really earthy colors. When red is like very earthy. There's like red in dirt. There's red in tree bark. There's red everywhere. Um, but purple especially is more rare in nature. Well, not as rare. Blue is very rare in nature. Like if you think of the color blue, you think of a certain like color. You don't think of like the sky or the ocean. Typically, so blue is very rare in nature. Purple is more common, and it's actually designed to be pleasant to the eyes. Because purple in nature usually means something poisonous. Not all things, of course, but usually it is like related to um, danger in a sense. But it's like a deceiving danger where it's pleasant to look at. And that's like the worst kind of danger when you think about it. I shouldn't be talking about dangerous things because that's a bit triggering, a bit alarming. And I might have to cut all this out because those dogs keep barking. For some reason, every time I honestly think this, and I know it's not true, but every time I sit down to record, all the dogs in the neighborhood somehow know, and they're like a team, like, quickly start barking. He's recording. Go, go, go. um, but yeah, I hope this video has been relaxing enough for you. I hope you're asleep right now so you don't hear any of this because this is very unprofessional. But yeah, I hope you're asleep and I hope you're dreaming of wonderful colors in your dream, like browns, tans, yellows, um, the color of people, pinks, rose is kind of common, not really. Yellow is far more common within skin tone. Browns, well, not browns. There's a specific word for it. But I'm not like too much of a tone guy. Like when it comes to skin, um, I think there's even some purples in people's skin actually. When I think about it, excuse me. Uh, oh, this might be a miss in the load order when it comes to for me when it comes to editing because I'm having a bit of a hiccup when it comes to recording here. Audio is fine because it's on a separate track. Video is a little more complicated to work with, unfortunately. And video is very important when it comes to a video. You know, having something um, visual. I guess it's a very visual focused episode, a video. Um, I think I got sidetracked. I was talking about ASMR, like how visually, like some things need to be visual, um, and how some ASMR can be visual, but not all really, truly, really, truly needs to be. And you know, this video, I think needs it because if you're just rambling like I am, rambling, should I say, like I am, um, it would be very ironically boring. And having a boring video would help you fall asleep if that's the goal. But if you just try to relax, like most people are, um, it would be very boring. And you kind of need a stimulant, just a gentle one, if you're relaxing. Um, but but if something is like so relaxing, this is just a this is just something I've noticed. I think the biggest compliment someone who makes ASMR can hear is that their video is so relaxing that you fell asleep. Because if it's like so relaxing, you as a listener were so enthralled that you're willing to stay for an hour-long video and listen and just like be so relaxed that you fall into this state where you fall asleep. Um, for me, typically, I kind of have to pretend I'm asleep to fall asleep, which sounds very boring. And that's usually how people um, fall asleep. They kind of just tune out the world. But if an ASMRist gets you to pay attention, even in a subconscious way, to the video and still fall asleep, that is truly an accomplishment because your brain is being so stimulated so gently, so effortlessly that you fall asleep. That is a hard task to do. I feel like video games are popular because it gives not just your brain but your hands to do something. Like your hands are allowed to fidget with pressing buttons and moving little sticks, or if you're on PC, pressing keys and moving a mouse and clicking. Those are all like fidget things that people do with like not just fidget spinners, but like that's like the most popular one. Do you see? I'm not having like too much of a stimulant guy when it comes to physical activity, like with like not toys. They call them something else. Like there's like a name, proper name, but like toys, like having something um like a puzzle box or something, just like a Rubik's cube to mess with. You know, anything just like a pen or a pencil that they make that you could twist and like click. Um, you know, things just to keep you occupied, to keep you from blanking out and zoning out, should I say. Um, but yeah, like video games give you stimulant like in multiple ways, not just like physically, but like because when someone makes a video game, there is a mechanic behind it. Like your brain has to always, your brain is always being challenged by mechanic. Like say an enemy. Mm-mm. I don't want to give you too many like imagining things because like this is too relaxed. But I'm just caught up in this thought. Um, so like an enemy is designed to move. Uh, Let me just give you a better example instead of a visual one. Let me just describe one. Um, Space Invaders. This is like the basic of basics. Space Invaders. Enemies move side to side above you on the screen. It's a pattern that they're programmed to follow. Eventually, once it gets harder, like their pattern becomes a little more complicated. They start shifting lower to the ground. They start moving side to side more rapidly. You know, they just like change up their pattern. And that's what all games are. Like no matter how complicated a game is, they're designed with like they're what designed. That's the key word. They're designed in a certain way. So like Call of Duty, um, even if another player is controlling them, a character can only move within the space they're permitted. In Minecraft, your character can move anywhere. You know, you twist your camera this way, you twist it this way. The only reason you can do that is because of the creator of the game allows you to do that. A classic example is Silent Hill or like somewhat some of the Resident Evil games where they have something called tank controls, and so you really have to like you're stuck kind of like on a rail. So you move on one footing, you have to like turn and move. You can't move. You're more restricted, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Um, but that's been phased out of game design because consumers didn't like that. Um, because that gets monotonous, that gets boring. So the brain has to be stimulated. So a bit, you know, to get that stimulation, they give you the freedom to walk in any direction, to move up as you know you fly up, you fall down. These are like physical mechanics that the game allows you to have. The designer gave to you. Um, you know how the world works. Not every game's the same, but they all have like a basic principle of patterns and things to do, actions. It's all mechanical, really. Like once you stare at something, like you look at a brand new game, like the leaves blowing, you watch those leaves blow for so long, it eventually becomes more and more mechanical and less. The illusion is kind of broken, basically, and you know you realize how like you spend so much time in a video game. The only reason you become good at a video game, where excuse me, where a certain location is, um, you know, whatever you remember, it's honestly due to the design of the game. You just became familiar with the patterns, and you know, you can predict what's happening. That's how like pros like Mario, um, what would the word be? Pros who play like Mario speedrunners, like they know every frame. People who play Street Fighter or Tekken, they know every single little not graphic. I forget the words, the terminology. The terminology for a there's the pixel. Every pixel, every I forget. There's something more advanced than a pixel. I only really know terms for like older video games. Um, but there's something more complex than a pixel that most games use nowadays. But a pixel, like every speedrunner knows every pixel counts because like the game is designed in such a way that if I jump off at the corner of this game of this block, they'll give you like a three-dimensional one. If I jump off the corner, I jump off the corner and I jump up like that. I land up here. Let me try quick example. See how I made it from each block. A speedrunner will know a more efficient route because they know like the spacing of like the cubes are different, and they know that they just know. Is what I'm trying to say. They recognize the pattern, the logic of the game, and so games stimulate you, but they can only stimulate you so far. When it comes to a game like Minecraft, why some people find it boring is because you kind of, ironically, you kind of have to look deeper for the more complicated mechanics, like stuff like red blocks. I've been playing Minecraft since like, I don't know, I was like a teenager. And I don't know when Minecraft came out. So I don't know. I maybe like 2014. I'm not sure when Minecraft came out. I want to say like 2014. I've been playing. Um, and I still hardly know, like eventually I did know like the basics of red blocks, of using redstone, and now I kind of forgot all that, like how to the placement and everything. I remember it's kind of a funny story, but I was hyping up this explosion. Like I had this structure that I was gonna demolish with TNT, and so I planted like redstone to a lever where I would flip it, and I would flip it. Oh dang! Um, and it would cause an explosion, right? But I I think I missed, not calculated, but because well, I have to explain the mechanics now. Um, redstone, like a power source, only has so much reach, I guess. Like if I put a lever down here, and let's say here's the lever, and this is the redstone. Well, eventually it would be dead here. So that lever only produces so much energy. Like it would only reach so far, the stone, basically. So this would all be theoretically redstone, and the charge will only reach up to here. So I kind of miscalculated um, the distance, like how far I needed to put like a switch and everything. The whole shabam. I don't want to explain it. It's you know, whatever. But so I miscalculated, and I built this whole explosion up. It's gonna be a big. Like I placed the TNT so like the whole structure would be like in one go gone. Like I had this planned out. Like I worked on honestly, setting up the TNT probably took longer than making the structure itself. So it would like all demolish in one go instead of like in chunks or whatever. Oh, sorry, that's a triggering word. Chunks people don't like to hear. But yeah, so like, I had like some friends over to watch the explosion, and when it, didn't go off, I followed the trail. Well, first everyone kind of like was like, "What are we waiting for? What's happening?" Blah blah blah. So I went down and like was following the trail, and I noticed like at one like crucial point, the redstone didn't reach all the way. So what I did was like from within the structure, excuse me, sir, um, from with, and you're loud. Please leave, please. Villagers are so loud, and that would kind of mess up the structure of the video. Okay, so so within the building, instead of like my whole redstone thing, I just like started it from where it was excuse me, I'm just having trouble describing this whole event. Um, I continued from where it didn't click. Like there's a part where it wasn't clicking, so I just started from there, and I was part of the explosion. To make a long story short, but uh, this whole story was just to showcase how complicated Redstone is, or how complicated Minecraft can be once you look deeper into it. It's not just, something like Redstone. Redstone, again, is just a popular example. So something more complicated would be farming. Like, not just farming as in animals or plants, but farming experience via like via things like to do in the world, like crafting, mining, or, the slaughter of innocent animals, you monster. But, stuff to gain experience to enchant items. And then the percentages of enchantments you have. Because enchantments aren't really random in Minecraft. You can kind of calculate. And so, like, I mean, it is in a sense random, but you can like calculate to get like the best odds that you can get for a certain enchantment, like Silk Touch or Sharpness 3, whatever you want. Um, you can calculate all of that. Don't ask me because I am not a Minecraft expert, but that's just an example how mechanically complicated Minecraft can be. And people don't take the time. They just like walk around, break a few things. And so the freedom of Minecraft ironically crushes the interest of people who need stimulants, especially kids, who are like the main demographic of Minecraft. Kids who have imaginations, like, some people have more than others. um, can like, oh, I can make a man out of blocks, like this, um, I can make a man out of blocks. Oh, this is a terrible man. Uh, I can make a man out of blocks. Look at that. To a kid, like that's a man right there. But for you and me, it looks like a puzzle piece or something. um, but like the first person who discovered how to make a snow golem was probably very surprised. But the only reason they used that combination of 2 blocks of snow and a pumpkin on top is because they were imaginative. They were imaginative to, think like, hey, I can make a snowman out of this in Minecraft. Whoa, I made like this thing that walks around. And I made an NPC. Whoa! And he like I'm not sure if the original snowmen or snow golems actually like threw snowballs at mobs. Um, but people discover things in Minecraft, and of course, like today updates, they tell you everything when a patch comes in. So like Mojang like makes tutorial videos. They show you images of whatever they're putting in, like camels in the game. Um, I think copper and how it ages as it oxidizes within the game. Like there's some complexity with that, but we know it because Mojang told us. Like we don't know it from self-discovery, and I feel like Mojang would benefit more um, if they didn't showcase everything. If they like left things to mystery to like find, um, so the community can like go out there and generate conversations like, oh, today in Minecraft I learned that if you give a rabbit a carrot, you'll be it would love you, or something. Or if you can ride dolphins in Minecraft, I like a person could tell a story like, hey, does anyone else know that you can do this? I went up to a dolphin and I can ride it. Whoa. I know you can't do that in Minecraft. Uh, but like say like they added like one day to ride a dolphin in Minecraft. Um, and people just like discovered it without them saying, wow, like that'd be exciting for that person, for that kid who's playing Minecraft. Like, oh, like this kid in their mind would be like, oh, I'm punching trees. Hooray. Okay, now I'm bored. All I've done is punch trees and make a dirt home. What else can I do? And then, like, they find a spider, they make webs, they make a fishing pole out of a stick and webs. And I feel like console kind of harmed crafting because like they give you the recipe, um, and PC, console edition, um, like it would give you like an image of, oh, a stick, spider webs, fishing pole. This is how you make a fishing pole, or this is how you make a shovel. A kid like who memorizes, oh, sticks and a plank of wood makes a shovel. Like they'll internalize that. Like they'll remember more and more if they learn it on their own, and instead of being handed the item they want to craft. Trading in Minecraft. Now this has just become a Minecraft description video. I guess that's appropriate since I'm in Minecraft. But I'm almost done with this floor. I think once I'm done with this floor, that'll be the end of the video. So cross your fingers, it gets done with quickly. At least I'll be crossing my fingers. But what was I saying? Oh, trading with villagers. That's a newer mechanic that players kind of have to play with. Um, I remember seeing videos where people make villager farms where they can kind of, in a sense, breed villagers, um, to like, hopefully get a villager who would trade them certain high quality items so they would have a resource to gather, let's say, diamonds or some type of like arrows so they can like stacks of arrows easily. Whenever they're trading, like maybe a certain block, um, like brick or clay, they want to trade with a villager. But all the villagers, you kind of have to build up. So they start farming where, they can have a villager that gives them what they want for cheaper or for um, faster. Because, like, you kind of, like, the more you trade with a villager, the better their deals and offerings become. I'm not sure if they swap out, like, say a villager wants to trade wool for, like, whatever, and then the next day they'll start trading wheat instead. I'm not sure if they switch out what they want to trade, or do they just like trade whatever they have. Like, say, oh, I'm a villager, I'm going to give you dirt blocks, and that's what I'm going to give you for the rest of my life. Nothing but dirt. Let's go. Gang gang. um, Dirt life, you know what I'm saying? um, but yeah, like, I'm not sure the mechanics on that either. I'm very, my knowledge of Minecraft is still very elementary. I really know more about the community side than the actual game of Minecraft, you know. So yeah, I've just been doing that. I feel like I've been mumbling more and not rambling. I gotta ramble, not mumble. There's a distinction there that is very important. So yeah, I gotta speak more clearly and yet be gentle. Um, but yeah, um, there's a sheep somewhere. Like, discovering that you can shear sheep, like discovering that you can make shears with two pieces of iron is like, whoa, like, what can I do with this? And like, as a kid, you go around um, testing stuff out. So you go up to a tree and you find that you can like shear the leaves. You can actually gather the leaves from a tree and use that for your creation. So now you have a new resource of blocks. So now you can have leaf blocks from an oak tree, a spruce tree, a birch. So now you have like this new crafting item that you can use. And then you can go up and shear this guy, and like, instead of killing him, you can now have a pet sheep and like have wool all you want from shearing them. And that's like a big benefit for some people, because now they can gather more wool and use that for crafting material. So now they have another resource. With shears, you gain like so much more access to things, and that's like the beauty of Minecraft, like discovery, really, and testing things out. um, there's more like obscure things, like launching yourself from a waterfall. Like, say, there's a mechanic that you can use. I think it's been patched out though, where you can. Okay, this is like the OG one. You get a boat, you sit on it, and you break the block beneath you, and you can kind of like no clip out of the zone and like go anywhere you want with the boat. And so, like, that was a classic thing. Of course, you weren't intended to use that to, go adventuring in Minecraft, but that's the thing people did. Another thing that's more recent, quote unquote recent, is like ancient knowledge now, is that you can structure kind of like a U, like this. Put water at one side and it flows out, and then you can put TNT and launch yourself, like a cannon, basically. Uh, or you can also just launch the TNT, but you can also launch yourself great distances with that mechanic. And of course, that wasn't intended. I don't think so, because they eventually did patch it out. Excusez-moi for the jump cut. I had to deal with a situation right now. a little bit before, and so yeah, I'm back. Here I am doing this. Almost done on this side. Let's see. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. I know it was. It was probably boring, anyways. So, but yeah, here I am placing blocks. I guess I could give you a tour. No, that's a bad idea. Uh, a tour of this, but people I know uh, may see this video. Okay, scratch that. They will see this video and they'll see some of the things I've been crafting, and I'm not sure if they'll be happy about that. Um, well, not happy. Uh, I want it to be a surprise. Some of the things. Uh, this doesn't really matter because it's going to be vacant. It's really here. This whole building is going to be here for decoration. It's really just. It's not even a set piece. I'm making this world like from scratch, and some buildings are more useful than others. Um, some are set pieces for events, while others are just, you know, buildings. I do want to make this not just a hollow building, you know. I do want to make it like full of stuff. So it'll be here like just to wander around. I'm not even sure if I want to make it into originally what I was thinking. Uh, um, a movie theater. I might make it into a museum of some kind, and or something. Yeah, I think I'll make it into a museum, so I can get kind of wild with it. But I think I would need more space than this for a museum, because if I want to like craft like things, I think I would need more room. But I'll see what I can do with what I got at the moment. Like this is just on the fly. I'm honestly just thinking about reworking it into a museum. Yeah, a museum of what though? I don't know. Maybe I'll put like a dirt block on a stage and say, "Oh, this dirt was found 12,000 years ago." Like, just come up with whatever. Um, or this sword was the sword of the king long, long ago. Some random stuff, just colorful things to so it's not so empty. But yeah, here I am once again with you, my friend. Um, yeah, what should I talk about now? What should I say? Should I go back to making random noises? Random noises. Um, or should I talk about something? I kind of just got lost in the convo, honestly. I was just mindlessly spouting again, like what was on the top of my head. I think that kind of like hindered my process of finishing this flooring, this tiling, I guess you can say. Um, um, I like to talk about the concrete block. So concrete is like newer to Minecraft, and I haven't really used it much. I think I've used it for one other building in this world. I think for like walls, and that was it. Well, I think I used it for a roof as well at another location. Um, I know there's more games out there, like Conan Exile, where you can like build with all kinds of material. There's Apex, there's Ark Survival, I think it's called. There's all kinds of like survival games where you can build and and such. I've played them all. I even tried Rust at one time. Um, but like I always come back to Minecraft for not for nostalgic reasons, because I guess like well, not nostalgia for the game, but nostalgia for the community, like those YouTubers, like um, like Slundy and the guy with the gold. I only know Slundy because like I followed him mostly, but like his friends on the peripheral um, were kind of there, like the watermelon dude. There's the um, again the golden guy, and he's way bigger than Slundy. I know the guy with the gold. Um, I really wish I could remember his name. He would call gold butter and stuff like that. That was like his like running joke. Um, with his like Minecraft videos. And he would do like mod reviews and stuff like that. He did a Pixelmon series. Those are the things that I remember fondly when it comes to Minecraft. Like I guess I also had fun with friends on Minecraft, but like like we only did so much. Like we built stuff, we survived together, we fought the Enderman together, or Enderman, Ender Dragon. Um, but like, there's so much that we didn't do. We're like very half. We're very. Excuse me, starting recording. I'm having real issues. There's a lot of issues going on with Xbox lately. Some of you may know. This might date the video, but like, there's been a lot of issues for the last like 4-ish days. Um, but what's it called? When me and my friends played Minecraft, it was very haphazard. Like we didn't plan, we just did spontaneous whatever, which is like half the fun, right? As a kid, you have fun, effortlessly. But like now as an adult, you need more challenge in your life. You need like a goal, because if you do stuff like half-assed, you're not gonna accomplish as much, and like half of the fun is like taken away because you need like a thing to do, keep you occupied. It's more like keeping yourself occupied, really. It's not exactly having fun. I mean, you can have fun in the process, but as an adult, as you do things, it's more just to keep yourself occupied. Have something to waste time away. A time waster, a time spender is more of a polite word than waster. Um, but yeah, you're here, you're doing things. So like I feel like I could have more fun nowadays since I'm getting back into Minecraft than I did as a kid. Because as a kid, like yeah, I had fun and stuff, but that was fun because of the friends, not because of Minecraft. Minecraft was more just of a playground. Like you don't have like you remember the park fondly because of your friends, not because of the park. Like those old rusty slides or those swings that you used to hang out on, monkey bars. It's not that you're remembering. It's like your friends the good times you're remembering. So, well, for most people at least, like some people do remember like a swing fondly. But from my experience, that's where my joy was. My joy was from other people that I was with. But oh, that's this side complete, by the way. Hooray! Um, I feel like Stompy as I did that because I was jumping up down, going hooray. I don't know his name is Stompy or Stomper, Stampy. He was also like a kid, like very juvenile, not juvenile. elementary, um, child-friendly YouTuber. He was like, oh, child content creator, I guess. He would make videos for kids, like honestly, like children. He would make videos for, and I remember honestly his videos would be better suited for ASMR because like I'll probably leave a link in the description because that guy, I don't think he does Minecraft anymore. Um, I don't know what he's doing. It's been so many years since I've checked in. I honestly just remembered that channel right now as I speak. He might be making more kids content, but like with other stuff like um, Roblox or something. Roblox, Fortnite, maybe. Um, but like his content was like for kids. Like he would go around and talk and do stuff. He'd just do stuff. Like I don't really remember. I hardly paid attention to what I saw, but I just remember him fondly, um, because he was like this calm, chill dude, I guess. On YouTube, he was also like a content creator. Um, like I think he was actually more popular than like no, I was gonna say well, yeah, more popular than Slundy, but not as popular as the butter guy with the gold and all that. Um, Sky does Minecraft. I think that's the guy's name. Sky does Minecraft. Yeah, he's like the Minecraft guy, like the Minecraft guy. Like like um like if you're on YouTube and you watch Minecraft video games, videos, should I say? Sky Does Minecraft was the man, the bro who did who you would watch. Excuse me, I am stumbling over my words so terribly. Oh, wrong block. Okay. Um, but yeah, Sky Does Minecraft. I wasn't a fan of his, but I did watch his videos, his mod reviews, because like I was interested in modding at the time. Well, I guess I was getting into modding at that time, and I would watch his videos. Slundy did like mod videos too, but like the mods he did, I wasn't too interested in. Um, Sky Does Minecraft. He would do like like all those like out there, sometimes niche mods. You know, like it was just exciting at the time to watch people play Minecraft, like mod, like because like they would do all these wild things that people would make, and it was like modding at the time. Like like I didn't imagine like you could do a thing with a video game. Like you can add new NPCs, you can add new blocks, you can add everything, like anything. Honestly, that's where the true creativity comes from. There's Pixelmon, which at the time when Pixelmon came out, it was like so honestly, it was like so lame. It was very lame at the beginning, but over time, it's become this most like it's more impressive than actual Pokemon games now. Like that's made by Nintendo. Pixelmon is like that impressive. Hello again, Mr. Jump Cut. Um, I'm back again from getting some hot. I went out and got some hot biscuits, and as soon as I bit like a good like bite into like these like Okay. Again, I'm like rambling over my words. As soon as I get like a good like bite out of it, I've noticed like my teeth are very sensitive these days, because like the heat just like washed over my teeth and my gums. Not to be disgusting, but like the heat washed over like my mouth, and I never felt that before, especially on my teeth. Like my for some reason my teeth have been really sensitive, like with cold and sugar, like cold water or like something sweet. Um, but this is the first time where heat, like something hot, like affected my teeth. I can, I don't know. It was a very strange sensation, and it felt weird as I bit into it. Um, but here I am again, doing the flooring, the tiling, or whatever you want to call it. The tiling sounds like a movie. Um, let's see, we're about we got a ways to go. Not bad. We can do this. Easy peasy lemon esquisse. Um, modding. I was talking about modding last I remember. Oh, oh. I'm excited. This is also dating my video. Um, well, at least for my friends that will watch this. I'm getting a record, a vinyl record. Yes, I always, for every time I say record, people always ask a vinyl record. Yes, a vinyl. Excuse me, record. Um, yeah, I'm getting one in the mail, just in time for the holiday, and I'm excited. I've pre-ordered the record back in August, and now it's November, and I'm finally gonna get that damn record, and I'm gonna play it and hide it away. And yeah, I really got it honestly because it's a collector's item, not for the joy of listening to it, which is a shame because I the only time I buy anything is to enjoy it, right? But there are a few things I make an exception for as like collector items. I've been thinking about collecting things more and more, especially like retro games, and especially now stuff like the original PS 1 and the PS2, and to a lesser extent the PS3. Not for nostalgic reasons, it's because I hear like a lot of buzz about those consoles becoming more and more valuable over time. And if you want to, guys, here's a tip: if you want to make some money, go out there, buy a PS2, buy a PS3, and because nostalgia is a very big seller. Um, there's like all these analytics you can look up, and I'm still dipping my toes into the world of collecting and reselling. Um, so don't truly trust my words. Um, but from what I've learned, like there's a resurgence just about that you can calculate. Um, and the only reason why the numbers are so, for the lack of a better term, concrete, um, is because gaming is still like relatively new. You know, like the widespread selling and distribution of consoles and video games, like cartridges and CDs, is still new. Like it's still new. Like vinyl records older is an older format of entertainment, and people see the value in records. And you know, most recently there's been a resurgency, and not to sound like a hipster, but I was there on the record train before the resurgency, so I was kind of lucky. So I started collecting like all these records that were reproduced in a sense, which aren't too valuable, but they may become valuable. Um, I remember being bummed because there's a few out there that I couldn't get in time, but the ones I do have, I am proud of. When it comes to the collecting side, I have plenty of records I am in love with, but you know the collecting ones are kind of sting. But as I oh, video games. Video games is like new collection I'm getting into. But video games, like retro ones, I don't think I would be. I'm not interested in them as in entertainment, like a vinyl record. I'm into them as in value for reselling and the appreciation they collect over time. And even like the window for them though is gonna be so small because like after maybe 40 to 50 years, no one's gonna give a damn about the PS1 or like the Sega system and stuff like that. Maybe like for historical reasons, yes, but not for like playing it, or like the only other people who would be interested is like maybe collectors. But the only reason collectors exist is because there are people who want to buy it for nostalgic reasons, like a certain item. Or well, when it comes to entertainment, there's like items that are rare, like gold, of course. But that's like a different genre of collecting. That's more of that's more of like investing in a sense when it comes to gold and stuff. But things like entertainment, such as Blu-ray or cassette tapes, they have a shelf life because the generations that existed when those were at the peak of entertainment, like VHS tapes, like like if you go up to a 15-year-old kid, he won't want to buy a VSH tape. But if you go up to someone who's like in their 40s, they'll be more inclined to buy it, especially if it's something like Back to the Future, you know, that was popular, or Star Wars that was popular. Something that was like popular, but the formatting is also like a key factor. A VSH tape, that's something they remember. That's the key factor. Yes, they can go to Disney Plus and watch Disney Plus and watch Disney and watch Star Wars, but the experience of putting a VSH tape in a VSH player is a experience in itself. Holding the VSH tape in your hand and seeing the spindle inside is another experience than just, you know, going to Disney Plus and playing it. You know, it's something you can truly appreciate. And especially like people forget that hard like copies, like CDs and stuff, you technically own that property. And when you go and buy that from a store like Walmart, or like something like that. They You're paying for the licensing. You're not paying, in a sense. Yes, you're paying for the CD and the box and the art and all that, but really you're paying for the licensing. And that's why pirating is a thing. Like that's why in CDs, that's why in CDs there's that warning with the FBI in the beginning. It's because yes, you technically have access to the licensing, but you don't have access to the distribution of it. You can share it with friends, like you can lend your copy, but like actually like burning the CD onto a hard drive and then using that hard drive to burn other CDs would be pirating and outside your well, it wouldn't really be outside your thing. You're just hurting the business because instead of the original producer making the money, you would be making the money of the thing you technically own. And so like there's a line to walk when it comes to pirating. Because yes, you did pay for the licensing, for the right to own a partial piece of the license, but you don't have the right. I mean, you do, but you don't in the eyes of the law, where to redistribute, like to sell your own copy, even though it's your movie, haha. It's those big businesses that just want to make money off the thing that you bought, that you technically also have a share in. Um, but yeah, it's a whole law thing that I'm also not qualified to talk about. I'm very unqualified for a lot of the things I'm interested in. So yeah, there's that paradox. Um, but yeah, here we are, rambling again, going on Minecraft, building the floor. La la la, shalala, shalala la 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 la, la 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 la, lo do do do. What can I talk about now? Let me scooch up to you so that you can hear me. Or at least you can, yeah, you can hear me. I don't know what I was trying to think of. My mouth is getting a bit dry now from that cookie. My mouth is getting a bit dry now from that biscuit. Let's see. Uh-oh, I'm having a bit of an emergency. Okay. There you go. There we go. All fixed, all better. Honestly, don't know how that happened. La 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 la. Let the bottoms at the body shop. Let the bodies drop. Hello, chicken. How are you doing? I can't believe people could see a duck. It's obviously a chicken, right, little buddy? Where people prescribe them as chickens, as ducks when Minecraft was first around. Maybe their design was different back in the day. I'm not sure. But yeah, people would call them ducks, but they're chickens. They quack, they lay eggs. I guess that's what ducks do. Huh. Oh my god. Buddy, you can't. That's a horrific sound effect, by the way. I'm probably going to cut that out. But yeah, ducks and chickens. What are you going to do? There's this new video game my friend showed me. And do you remember that game Cookie Clicker? My friend didn't know what this was, but this was basically what the game was that they were showing me. Um, oh, okay. So Cookie Clicker is a cookie on a screen. It's a mobile game, also a PC game. Um, so a cookie is on your screen, and you click it, and depending each time you click, you get a point. So you click it 50 times, you get 50 points. Then you use those points to buy things. So you can buy, um, like, say, a baking pan. And so that'll give you like 12 cookies per click. So now each time you click, you get 12 instead of just one. So let's say you get up to 100. You can use that to buy milk, and the milk will give you extra points. You can buy chocolate milk, which would give you even more points. And it will add on like that. So, like, say you just click it once, and it'll give you 1,000 cookies for each click. And the goal of the game was like just achieving more and more cookie clicks over time. And that was the whole point of it. It was really just a time spender. And so he showed me this game, but it's the same thing, but with a rubber ducky. And there's a duck, and you click it, and it squeaks, like a rubber ducky does. And it is basically like the same format. You can buy extra stuff to increase your click percentage. Um, and that was it. And so I thought that was interesting. That was something that happened today. Um, I'm excited for tomorrow because tomorrow is gym day, and I'm going to the gym. And I've been, not to toot my own horn, but I've been getting more and more compliments at the gym. Uh, I've been going to this gym for a good while. I don't even know if this is interesting conversation or discussion, but I've been going there for a while, and people kept to themselves, and I've been going. But more recently, I've been conversating with these people and with people who've been there longer than me, like people who've been there for like 5 years. I've been going for 2 years. People who've been going there for 5 years, people who've been going there for like 7 years. They're talking to me and they're like, "Hey, I've noticed you here. You do your stuff well. I'm glad to see that you stuck around." So I guess like these people have been around long enough, and I guess to some extent I've noticed this too, like how seasonally people will join. Like there'll just be a big crowd, like say for New Year, like there'll be way more people at the gym, like way more. And like my gym isn't like a dead place. Like there's plenty of company inside. Um, but like there'll be stuffed wall to wall of people on certain occasions, like seasonally. Um, and it's usually around summer. At least that's what I've noticed. Like summer and New Year's when it's more active. I'm a morning person, so I go to the gym in the morning, and people would be there, like more people on those like days that customers would come. And so I guess like these people who have been going there for 5, 7 years, they see people come, they see people go, and I guess I passed a test or something where these guys, noticed like, hey, I've been like these are two separate people who I never see like together, and they both like one day after the other come up to me and like have a conversation, and they were like saying, oh, I'm glad you stuck around, this and that, and so I guess I'm being accepted into the gym life. um, the people there have, are fine. um, A lot of moms, a lot of moms go to where I go, um, and some elderly. It's a variety of people. Um, College people, go there. Just it, and it's kind of annoying, like when the college people go, because like they kind of use it like as a hangout spot, and like they're doing what they're doing, and at the college near where I am, it's like a filming arts, like not technical school, but like you can do technical and like you're gonna get like further education there. And so they they come in and they just like hang around, and sometimes they hang around the machinery, like just in the middle of the aisles, and that they so you be there and you just like have these people around you sometimes, like just talking, either in front of you, behind you, or beside you, depending where you're at, of course. um and yeah, my gym has been going like under much construction lately. Um, they have new machinery, which is awesome. But before that, they were like having plumbing issues. They were installing new walls, not walls, like paneling for the walls, mirrors and such. And yeah, they're doing what they're doing. So like there were a few days it was closed. Like the first year I went, it was like closed for a lot of the time, and now it's wonderful. That's all I have to really say. And I kind of don't want to end it on that conversation on that note, but the flowing's done. And oh, breaking news: we have more of a year. Hooray! I don't have to end it on a topic like that. Okay, let's do this. Let's talk about something quick. Quick. Well, I can talk. Ugh, I can talk quick, work slow. How about that? I really am enjoying just rambling to you. I'm not even sure this really counts as ASMR because I've been speaking a little louder, a little out of the ASMR range of exception. Um, I guess we can end this on the note of ASMR. Um, it was my friend who got me into ASMR, quote unquote, got me into. I, if anything, I've made more ASMR videos than I've listened to. And if you look at my channel, you can see that there's only one other video. So technically, I only have two ASMR videos. Do the math. But yeah, I think ASMR is just a fascinating, not genre, but like phenomenon that like people have become interested in. And I dare say borderline obsession because people grow a dependency. But it's like anything, like people put on a fan or put on the television and, listen to that while they go on to sleep. I feel like ASMR is just like geared for those people who like need, again, stimulation as they go to bed. Um, so like, people who listen to white noise on tape, like, just like ocean sounds or rainforest sounds on YouTube. You can find lo-fi music is also another. Like they're in the kind of sphere of what ASMR is trying to do, but ASMR is like human interaction, and I feel like people who find comfort in other people um, listen to that instead of like music or or other stuff, um, or like a mechanical roaring of like a fan or a humidifier or whatever they have. Um, a lava lamp. I think lava lamp make noise. Some do at least, like a low buzzing. Um, but like these are these stimulations, like a consistency, I guess, that you can like fall asleep to, like that allows you. And there must be like something from childhood, like maybe your mother read you bedtime stories or sang to you, or just like was around you as you fell asleep, like to ease you into slumber, that causes people to need something to go to bed. Or it could be something that they developed later in life, like their brain is like so starved of stimulation. I use this a lot, and I know it's not just that. There's other factors, of course, but for the sake of ending this video, it's like a stimulation that they need, that drives them to listen to something as they sleep. Um, I don't know. Maybe I could talk. Maybe I can talk to someone. Maybe I can upload another video and discuss this. Yeah, okay. I have a plan, a game plan. So expect that. I'll have someone else, and we'll both be doing ASMR, ASMR collab. Woo! Um, and we'll talk about like the reasoning behind the phenomenon that is ASMR. Thank you for listening.